Well, good morning. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays, welcoming you this morning to Bunker Boxing League's 32-man double elimination tournament, coming to you live from North Carolina. And brisk, fun fall day, fun fall Monday morning, and we're going to have some boxing this morning. And I'm excited about this bout. We're continuing on in our double elimination tournament. We are still in the second round. We are down into the elimination bracket, the loser's bracket, excuse me. We're in the loser's bracket this morning. And in all fairness to these two fighters, they are down in the loser's bracket more because of user error on my part. We're in the loser's bracket. Let me turn sound off on my other device. They're in the loser's bracket because of user on my part. I was not scoring the event chart card correctly, and both of them were knocked out early in their bouts because of this user error. And so I've got two highly ranked fighters down in the loser's bracket, and those fighters are this morning Jack Johnson and Iron Mike Tyson, both 10-star fighters, 10 stars in their ring general stars, so both very talented fighters. So this should be an exciting bout in a winner continues, loser goes home bout. Jack Johnson in his career won 73 bouts, lost 13 with 10 draws, with 40 knockouts. He is not a power puncher, however. He is a 3 power and 5 when his opponent is stunned or fatigued. His chin knocked down, he will knock down at a 3, and he stuns at 4 and 5, and his chin KO is a 2. His will is a 5. In this bout, we have Frank Cappuccino as our ref. Cappuccino is very strict with fouls, so the foul rating is going to go up 2, but he's slow in stoppages, so the will is going to go down 1. So that would bring Jack Johnson's will rating down to a 4. He cuts it a 3, and he fouls it at 8, but because of Cappuccino's strict calling, that 8 is going to go up to 10. So he does foul. He does box dirty, Johnson. On the inside, first, he does have a trait. It's the old master trait. So for every toe-to-toe exchange we have, there's going to be a -1 from any punches Tyson lands. So that's a very good trait to have. Johnson likes to do the majority of his punching from the outside, where he is 0 to 54. 54% of his punches landing from the outside. Johnson also on the inside is 49%, so 0 to 49. He does have good defense. From 1 to 3, he's going to take away a punch, and 4 through 7, he's going to take away 2 punches. So a better boxer than Mike Tyson, because he's going to counter from 1 to 8, which is very high on the counter scale. Mike Tyson, the tell of the tape for him, he's also a 10-star ring general, but his on the inside more than the outside. He does, as we know, punch with power. His power is a 7, and when his opponent is fatigued or stunned, it goes up to an 11. His chin knockdown is a 2. He will stun from 3 to 5. His chin KO is a 3. His will is a 3, but that's going to go down to 2 because of Frank Cappuccino. His cut is a 5, and his foul is a 6. But that's going to go up to 8 again because of our ref. He has the closer trait, which is he's a great finisher. It's going to add a 1 to the opponent's will rating. So that's going to bring Jack Johnson's will rating back up to the normal 5 because it's going to go down 1 because of Cappuccino, but then back up 1 because of Tyson. So his will be a 5. Tyson prefers to fight from the inside. His inside rating of landed punches is 0 to 57, so 57% of his punches from the inside, as opposed to 42 from the outside. He is not as good a defensive fighter as Johnson, as he will defend, taking away a punch from 1 to 4, but a roll of 5 will add a punch, and he counters from 1 to 6. So that's the tale of the tape for our bout. Again, our ref is Frank Cappuccino. Our 3 judges for this bout is going to be John King, Richard Green, and Joe Pasquale. So that's the tale of the tape. We've got our ref, we've got our judges. Fighters are getting their final instructions from their corners. They meet at center ring. Cappuccino, gives his final instructions to the fighters. They touch gloves, go back to their corners. The bell rings as the dice rolls. 3 and a 3. It'll be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Jack Johnson's going to lead off from the outside. He misses. Tyson looks to answer back with an 88 from the outside. He misses as well. As we go to the 240s segment, both fighters defending well in that first exchange. 4 and a 2 this time. Jack Johnson from the outside, 87 from the outside. He misses. Counter opportunity for Mike Tyson, and he does. He lands 2 cross, one to the head and 1 to the body, and there will be a chin check for Jack Johnson as the 1 to the head landed crisply. Jack Johnson, chin check. And he is stunned. He will be stunned here in the first round, in their first exchange, as Mike Tyson answers back with a counter right hook to the head that has stunned Jack Johnson here in round 1. So Tyson showing his power immediately here in the round. So he is stunned. We will go to the 220 segment with Tyson unopposed from the inside, 68 from the inside. He misses. And so he misses the opportunity to continue to bang away and possibly knock out Jack Johnson as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 1 and a 2. That will be Jack Johnson on the outside, 60 from the outside. He misses. Again, another counter opportunity from Tyson, and he counters back again with the 2 hooks, 1 to the body and the 1 to head of Jack Johnson as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 6 and 4, toe-to-toe, this time from the inside. Tyson going first from the inside. A hook and 2 crosses land. 3 punches land in that segment. But because of the toe-to-toe, the old master trait, one of those will be taken back. But there will be a cut check on Jack Johnson after he answers back. And a 90 from the inside. That is a clinch, so no punches got through that round as Jack Johnson ties up to keep from feeling the power of Mike Tyson. 5 and 5. We'll see Jack Johnson on the offensive from the outside. flurry of punches as he finally gets off and lands 5 punches going to the head and body of Mike Tyson. And Tyson takes all 5 of those punches as we go to the minute mark here in the first round. 6-1. This time Tyson on the offensive from the inside, 67 from the inside. He misses, and this time Jack Johnson counters back with hooks to the body and the head of Mike Tyson as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 2-5. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Jack Johnson first from the inside. He's throwing from the pocket, 4 punches landing, withering punches as he goes to the body of Mike Tyson. Tyson looking to answer back. A 19 from the inside. He lands heavy rights and lefts as 3 punches get through for Mike Tyson. And there will be a chin check of Jack Johnson, but the 9 is outside of his knockdown rating, and he is not hurt as we go to the last 20 seconds of this round. A very busy and exciting round from both fighters. This time, again, going toe-to-toe from the outside. Jack Johnson leading off, 64 from the outside. He misses. Mike Tyson answers back, and he answers back big, an 0-2 from the inside. That's again, he launches a furious onslaught of 4 punches landed going to the head and body of Jack Johnson as the bell sounds. And this round is over. And it was an exciting round, seeing both fighters landing and getting busy. And I failed to mention that the stamina of each fighter. Jack Johnson is the better fighter as far as stamina is concerned, as he's a 90 to Tyson's 70. Both fighters landed 11 punches in that round, so a very evenly fought first round, which will make it tough for our judges. As we go to Judge John Keene. With a no punch differential. All right. Judge Richard Green. And Judge Joe Pasquale. All right, very evenly scored round, as it was very evenly fought. So both fighters trying to show their dominance, to enforce their will on the other fighter. But I saw that round as a first round draw. So both fighters up off their stools. As the bell rings, the dice roll. 1 and a 4. We'll see Jack Johnson on the offensive from the outside, 29 from the outside. Classic jab, cross hook, connect, 3 punches land. And there will be a chin check for Mike Tyson as he allows all 3 of those punches through. Chin check Mike Tyson. And it is a 2. Mike Tyson has been knocked down here in the second round by Jack Johnson as he lands a thunderous right that knocks Tyson down here in round number 2. Mike Tyson has been knocked down. And now KO check. And he KOs rather easily. If this is a 3 or under, this fight is over. And it is over. In round number 2, Jack Johnson has landed a thunderous right hook to the jaw of Mike Tyson, and this fight is over. Mike Tyson is out of this tournament in a second round. I don't know if you could call it upset, but a shock that he has been knocked out here in the second round as Jack Johnson's boxing ability came through with a three-punch combination that has ended this tournament for Mike Tyson. And I did not see this coming. I did not expect this. I expected this fight to go 10 rounds. If Johnson were to win, I expected it to go 10 rounds where he could outbox Tyson. If anybody I expected to do the early knockout with, it would have been Tyson knocking out Johnson, but that has not been the case. Mike Tyson is now out of this tournament with a second round knockout. And let's get the time. My goodness, just 23 seconds into the second segment. And this round is over. This bout is over. Mike Tyson KO'd. And this has went much quicker than I anticipated. I hope you enjoyed this shocking result from this bout from the Bunker Boxing League double elimination tournament. The surprises keep coming. Hope you have a blessed day. Soli Deo Gloria.